It is my honor, Madam President, for me as an Iraqi patriot and representative of an Iraqi coalition, which is the largest parliamentary coalition, and the winner of the latest election, to be here today and express my solidarity and support for my sisters and brothers from Mujahideen Khalq here and in Ashraf. And we consider them our dear friends and our dear guests in Iraq. And we are, as I said, the representatives of Iraqis, not Maliki. We are 91 parliament members. He is, I don't know, he cheated and make it 89. Of course, the subject of this conference is the disruption of the peaceful solution for Camp Ashraf by the Iranian regime and its surrogates in the Iraqi government, led by Mr. Nouri al-Maliki, of course, the current Prime Minister. I would like to announce before the President of the Iranian resistance, the future President of Iran, Madam Rajab, before Ashraf residents and before the international conference, of course, here, and the distinguished guest present here, that the plan to transfer residents of Ashraf has nothing to do with Iraqi sovereignty and has obvious links to an agenda of the Iranian regime to annihilate its opposition. There is a public resentment in Iraq to this plan, reflected in the statement signed by 1.4 million Iraqis, which was published recently. The reality has been conveyed to the U.S. ambassador in Iraq and to the special representatives of UN Secretary General Mr. Martin Kobler. I am responsible for what I am going to say here. There is no security guarantee for transferring of Ashraf residents to anywhere inside of Iraq. This is fact. And American has to take notes for that. They are taking the moral responsibility, of course, legal responsibility also, to protect Ashraf people, because they give them paper telling them that you are good. Give us the weapons, you are secure. To include or to put them in Camp Liberty or any other one. This plan will expose the residents to unacceptable risk and degrees and dangers and jeopardize their rights and safety. The camp lacks minimum required for a respectable life of these people, but if they want to transfer them as prisoners of war, this is considered a red line for us as Iraqi. This is our own dignity at stake here. We will not allow the mullahs of Iran to order the mullahs of Iraq to humiliate our values and our dignity anymore. We all know that treating the PMOI is an ambiguous and explicit benchmark for independent of religious Iraqi political parties from Tehran. All those who advocate expelling PMOI from Iraq do so to blockade their masters in Iran and pursue an Iranian agenda, not the interest of Iraqis. I like to say here, because for the sake of the time, I'm jumping here. Okay, so I save you some time. I would like to say, on behalf of Al-Iraqi, there is 4 points I have here, and my people in Iraq. First, setting any new deadline by the government for the expulsion of BMOI from Iraq is illegal. The residents have, regardless of their rights to stay in Iraq, have agreed to transfer to third countries, and of course, United Nations High Commissioner for Refugee should immediately start this work in Ashraf to reaffirm the residents' refugee status. Second, the UN and UNHCR should in no way agree to the transfer of Ashraf residents to Liberty, given there are obvious plans to treat them as prisoners, and this location lacks the minimum internationally recognized standards. Hence, this is a forced relocations and a breach of IHL, and the UN body should not engage in an illegal act. If the government of Iraq and or any organization, number 3, it truly seeks a humanitarian solution away from hidden agendas, it will come to the conclusion that there is no more appropriate location than Ashraf to guarantee the safety and the security of its residents, while the international initiatives are underway for their resettlement. It should be stated the UN, US, and EU are ultimately responsible for the safety and preserving the rights of the residents. I asked Mr. Ban Ki-moon and Secretary Clinton and Lady Ashton, whom all have committed themselves to the peaceful solution for Ashraf, to end their silence about Al-Maliki evocation of the peaceful solution and protect the rights of the victims and not the political protocols with the government of Iraq. About the arrest, and there is a jokes with all these, that the 121s here. I mean, if we go over all this, you will see that those guys, some of them here, some of them is in Europe, some of them is not even existing there. So looks like it is given to him by mullahs in Iran, and they told him just do it. And without even looking on the names, looking if they are in Ashraf or no, right away he makes this warrants and he started looking for them. And he is, as a prime minister of Iraq, he went on the TV and he said he has 121 and he will follow that. I like just to say that he expelled also in Iraq right now, he expelled all the Iraqi ministers from the cabinet. And now we have a problem internally with him. It's a major problem, political problem. So now is America, US, all the world committed to help that. But US has the solution, because US has the treatment with this government, military treatment. And they are with them there. Maliki, who is Maliki? And Maliki will never be there. You know that. He will never be there. The same way mullahs, 79, the same mullahs stole the revolution from you, Mujahideen Khalq. Okay, and everybody remember that now they are in power and they give trouble to everybody from Iran. The same those guys, they stole everything from us in 2005. Where is the general? If you, come on, just go call the prime minister and tell him, get lost from there. Yeah, you can do that. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, one American soldier, he can take him because I'm talking now American, we put him there. Now we have to take care of our mistake over there. I am with you, Iraqi, all of it with you, and we will fight, all of us, to keep Ashraf. Nobody can touch Ashraf. Ashraf now is some symbols for us and for you. And long, long live Ashraf.